Hello, wonderful friends, and welcome to our special story time. Today, we're going on an amazing adventure, a tiny tale with a big heart, all about some very busy little creatures. Are you ready to shrink down and explore the world from a brand new perspective? Let's dive into a long, lovely nursery rhyme about our incredible ant friends. Deep in the garden, where green leaves grew tall, lived a bustling ant colony loved by one and by all. Their home was an ant hill, a marvel to see, with tunnels and chambers as busy as could be. Each ant had a job from morning till night, working together with all of their might. There was one little ant named Pip, small and so keen, with antennae that twitched the best you had seen. He loved to explore, to wander and roam, though his duties kept him quite close to his home. But today was different. A special request. The Queen had declared we must put joy to the test. Our larder is full, our work is all done. Let's find a sweet treat beneath the warm sun. Pip's heart gave a flutter, a joyful small beat, a quest for a treasure deliciously sweet. He gathered his courage and two friends so true. Little Dot, quick and clever, and Buzz, strong and new. The garden we go. Pip chirped with a grin. A sweet crumb awaits us. Let the adventure begin. They marched from the ant hill in a neat little line, past blades of green grass where dewdrops did shine. The sun warmed their backs, a soft, gentle glow as they followed a scent, moving steady and slow. First they met a ladybug with spots black and bright, who waved with a leg, a most welcoming sight. "Good morning, dear ants, on your journey so grand." Pip bowed his small head. "We seek sweets in this land." The ladybug chuckled. "Just past the big rose, a sweet scent is waiting, as everyone knows." With thanks and goodbyes they continued their way, past petals of pink, where soft breezes did play. They climbed up a stem, so sturdy and tall, and looked at the garden, so wondrous and all. Below them, a puddle, like glass, smooth and wide, a challenge for ants, with no place to hide. "Oh dear," sighed Little Dot, "how shall we get through? This water is deep, and the sky is so blue." But Buzz, strong and brave, had a clever idea. "A leaf, small and sturdy, will banish all fear." He tugged at a fragment, a dry, fallen piece, and pushed it to water, bringing them sweet release. They hopped on the leaf, a tiny green boat, and paddled with legs, keeping perfectly afloat. Across the wide puddle they sailed with such grace, a smile on each ant's tiny, brave face. On the other side, a new path they did find, through a forest of moss of a soft velvet kind. The air smelled of earth and of flowers so sweet, a wonderful journey for tiny ant feet. Then a shadow fell over, so dark and so vast, a grumpy old beetle, whose temper moved fast. "Who dares cross my path?" he grumbled and groaned. "This patch of green moss is where I have roamed." Pip, brave and polite, stepped forward with care. "Good sir, we mean no harm, we just wish to share the joy of this garden, on a quest for a treat, for our queen and our colony, something so sweet." The beetle just huffed. "Sweets? What are those, pray? Just hurry along now and be on your way." He moved a big leg, blocking their track, but Pip, Dot, and Buzz, they would never turn back. They scurried around him with quick, nimble feet, and soon left the grumpy old beetle to sleep. Further they ventured, past pebbles so gray, and under a mushroom where shadows did play. The scent grew much stronger, a sugary delight. "We're close," chirped Pip, with all of his might. Then they saw something sparkling, a glimmer, a gleam, a web, finely spun, like a beautiful dream. And there sat a spider with spectacles grand, a wise, gentle creature, the best in the land. "Hello, little travelers," the spider did say, "you seem on a mission to brighten your day." "Oh, yes," cried Dot, "we seek something sweet, a special new treasure for our colony to eat." The spider then pointed with a delicate leg. "Beyond that tall daisy you'll find a small peg, and near it a basket, forgotten and old, with crumbs of pure magic more precious than gold." With thanks to the spider, they hurried along, their hearts filled with hope, singing a happy ant song. They found the tall daisy, its petals so bright, and there was the basket, a wonderful sight. It was woven with straw and left on the ground, and inside, oh wonder, the best crumbs were found. A piece of a cookie so golden and brown, the sweetest of treasures in all of the town. And next to it, sparkling a sugar cube bright, a feast for the colony, a glorious sight. "Hooray!" shouted Pip. "We have found what we sought. A treasure so grand, by our teamwork was brought." But how to get home? The crumbs were so big, too heavy for one ant, no matter how trig. So Pip, Dot, and Buzz they worked with great care to break off small pieces, enough they could bear. They nibbled and chipped with their strong little jaws, making small, manageable, sweet, sugary laws. Each ant took a piece, a crumb, or a flake, for the journey back home, for the whole colony's sake. They started their journey with burdens so sweet, retracing their steps with tired but happy ant feet. They crossed the leaf boat over the puddle so wide, and waved to the ladybug with nothing to hide. They passed the old beetle, who still grumbled low, but the ants just kept marching with a confident glow. Through the moss and the petals, the tall blades of green, the best little treasure the world had ever seen. At last they arrived at the ant hill's front door. Their friends cheered and welcomed and asked for more. Pip, Dot, and Buzz, with their sweet sugary load, had brought joy and wonder down the long garden road. The Queen was delighted, her antennae did sway. "What brave little ants, you have brightened our day. This feast is delicious, a wonderful treat, made sweeter by teamwork and brave, tiny feet." The colony celebrated with dancing and cheer for the brave little ants who had banished all fear. Pip, Dot, and Buzz they felt proud and so grand, the best little heroes in all of the land. They learned that together no task is too great. With courage and kindness you can conquer your fate. Even the smallest, with a heart full of glee, can bring joy and wonder for all eyes to see. What a journey, wasn't it? Pip and his friends showed us that even the smallest among us can do big things with courage and teamwork. I hope you enjoyed our long ant adventure as much as I loved sharing it with you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you loved this story, please consider following for more tailies and adventures. See you next time.